Congratulations, my child. I am speaking to you with urgency because what is about to happen in your life cannot be postponed and must not be ignored. Before this day is over, look at what is in your hands, and do not be surprised by what you discover, because the change has already started. And listen to this too. Tonight I want to bring healing to your body. Give me these next few minutes because your body has been hurting in silence, and I have seen every hidden pain you tried to bury. You did not come into this moment by chance. I led you here because provision and healing are coming toward you together. Listen carefully, because I do not speak like this over every season. Some seasons are meant for planting, and others are meant for waiting, but this season is meant for receiving. I have been working beyond what you can see, and that work is almost ready to become visible. What seemed like delay was never rejection. I was putting in place what you could not reach and moving what you could not move. Now enough has been arranged for you to begin noticing it. Your life is not what it seems to be at this moment. What you see in front of you is temporary, and I have already started changing what is behind it. The numbers you keep counting at night do not decide what I have prepared for you. The pain you have learned to carry does not decide it either. I measure your life by what I have planned, not by what you have suffered. And what I have planned is greater than what you have allowed yourself to request. I witnessed every moment when you struggled. I heard the prayers you spoke quietly when no one else was there, and the prayers you could not form into words. I watched you keep holding on when giving up would have been easier. None of it was hidden from me. This moment is not only about increase, and it is not only about relief in your body. It is proof that I have remained beside you through it all. You have passed through a season when everything seemed frozen. Progress came slowly. Answers did not arrive when you thought they would, and some seemed not to arrive at all. Yet beneath that stillness, I was creating something strong, something that would not disappear soon after it came. I do not build quickly because I do not build things that collapse. And while you were thinking about everything you did not have, I was also seeing what that worry was doing inside you. Stress moved into your muscles. Fear filled your thoughts. Tiredness settled into your body like an unwanted visitor that refused to leave. You changed your whole way of living around that weight, and you began calling it normal. My precious child, it was never meant to become normal, and tonight I begin taking it away. So I ask you to remain here. Do not allow your attention to move away from this moment, because what I am doing needs your openness, not your effort. You have spent years trying to repair everything with your own hands, and those hands have become tired. Allow them to rest. I am not asking you to struggle harder. I am asking you to receive. There is a reason I tell you not to be shocked. Shock speaks the language of unbelief, and unbelief closes what trust keeps open. When you notice the first evidence of change, I do not want fear rising inside you and telling you it is too little, too late, or too weak to remain. I want you to breathe and understand that I placed it there. Even when it looks small at the beginning, it carries the start of something much greater. I have unlocked doors you have not entered yet. I have placed people on your road whom you have not met. I have spoken your name in rooms where you have never stood, and favor is growing for you in places you cannot see from where you are. To you it may seem sudden. To me, it has been planned, prepared, and timed to the exact hour. You were not selected for this because you have been perfect. You were selected because you did not stop. When your faith became as thin as a thread, you still kept holding that thread. When your body hurt, and your resources became low during the same week, you still looked upward. That endurance touched my heart, and now it moves my hand. Do not call what is coming coincidence or luck. I work through practical things, not only through what you call spiritual things. I move through timing, through people, through open doors, and through strength returning to tired bones. This is how I teach you to trust me, one step at a time, one sign after another, until the question of whether I am near you becomes silent forever. I am beside you. I have always remained beside you. Tonight, both works begin at once. The provision that seemed delayed is being released, and the body that became empty is being renewed. These are not two different acts of mercy. They are one act from one Father who sees all of you, not only the part that cries out the loudest. I do not repair your circumstances and leave your body wounded. I do not restore your body and leave your table empty. So lower your shoulders from the place where they have been held. Allow your breathing to become deeper. Something inside you already knows these words are true, and that knowing is not imagination. It is your spirit recognizing the voice that created it. You have heard many voices make many promises. Mine is the only voice that has never needed to become loud in order to keep a promise. Remain with me through every word that comes next, because each word carries something I want to place within you. Do not hurry. Do not move ahead. Just listen and allow what I speak to reach the places where you need it most. The change has started. The healing has started, and neither will be taken away. Declare your amen if you believe this message has reached you at the right time. Faith is not only heard in words, it is also revealed through the choices you make when you trust me. My precious child, I am asking you now to do something that moves beyond words into action. Place a portion of your provision on the stone altar of this ministry as a living covenant of trust. Let what you release from your hand be the proof that you believe my hand will provide. This is not a transaction but a declaration, a holy act that says, I trust the giver more than the gift. Press your seed into the soil of this kingdom work and watch as the harvest that has been waiting behind the dam of your release comes flooding through the vaults of heaven in response to surrendered hands. Open yours and see what I am holding for you on the other side. Now stay with me, because what I am about to reveal will help you understand how I have already been working for your good, even in the quiet seasons you misunderstood. Now allow me to show you how I have been providing, because you misunderstood the quiet. You believed silence meant I was absent. You believed the slow seasons meant I had turned toward the prayers of someone else. But a farmer does not yell at the soil to force growth. He plants, waters, and trusts what is taking place under the ground. I have been working beneath your ground. While you counted everything that was missing, I counted everything that was coming. While you stayed awake moving numbers through your mind, trying to stretch what you had across everything you owed, I was arranging results you could not measure. I heard the quiet thought that said, maybe nothing will ever become different. I did not respond with words. I responded through work. Provision from my hand does not often arrive in the form you expect. You search for a sudden flood, but many times I send a steady river. A flood destroys the ground and leaves almost as quickly as it arrives. A stream makes a path through stone and gives life to the land for generations. I am sending you a stream because I want this to remain. You have lived through seasons when increase came and quickly disappeared, when progress slipped out of your hands, when nothing appeared able to stay. That pattern ends here. This time I am not only placing something in your hands. I am teaching you how to keep it, how to increase it, and how to live without always fearing its loss. The provision and the wisdom are coming together, because one without the other would not serve you. So when the change becomes visible, receive it with calm trust. Do not question it. Do not stand over it waiting for it to disappear, the way you have watched every good thing that entered your life. That habit came from disappointment, and I understand how it began. But you are no longer living in those past years. You are living in this one. What you notice first will only be the visible edge of movement you cannot yet see. There are things still coming into place, still moving toward you, still being made ready. I am working through people you do not know, through chances you have not noticed, and through doors that have not opened yet. The increase will not end where it starts. It starts where you can see it. and keeps moving where you cannot. I also need you to understand what increase really means, because the world has taught you to measure it the wrong way. Increase is not only what comes into your life, it is also what stops leaving it. The repeated losses, the setbacks that came just after you moved ahead, the pattern of one step forward followed by 2 steps backward. I am closing those openings. What enters your life now will remain, grow roots, and multiply. There is protection over what I place in your hands. I do not give you provision and then leave it in the hands of chance. I protect what I plant. This does not mean challenges will never come near you. But it does mean what I am building will not fall when pressure comes. The house I build for you stands upon rock, and the storms that once broke you will now only reveal how strong its foundation is. Do not measure your portion beside the portion of someone else. Your road belongs to you, and the way I move in your life has been made for you alone. What matters is not how quickly it appears beside another person's harvest. What matters is that it is real, it is steady, and it agrees with what I planned for you before you even knew to desire it. Comparison will only take away the peace I am giving you. And do not tell everyone about everything you see me doing. Some things grow better in silence, far from attention and interference. There is power in keeping sacred things between you and me for a season. A seed does not invite the whole field to watch while its roots grow. Allow the fruit to speak later. For now, protect the quiet. You will start noticing new thoughts coming into your mind, ideas about what you could make, roads you had not thought about, and ways to use what is already in your hands. Do not quickly dismiss them. Not every thought that enters your mind began with you. Some come from me. I place them there on purpose, because provision does not always arrive as something handed to you. Sometimes it comes through something you create with the wisdom I placed within you. This is how I worked with my servants in earlier times. I did not only send bread down from heaven. I showed a widow that the small amount of oil she still had could fill every jar she could find. I took the few loaves of a young boy and fed a great crowd on a hill. I have never needed much in order to produce much. I only need what is already in your hands and your willingness to trust me with it. Release your hold on the fear of not having enough. That fear has controlled your choices for too many years. It told you what you could not do, what you could not attempt, and what you could not hope for. It sat beside you like a false advisor, and you fed it with worry each day. Stop feeding it now. Its authority over your life has ended. I am also correcting the timing in your life. For years you have felt out of place, as though everything arrived too late or disappeared too soon. That belonged to the former season. In this season, you will see things arrive when they are needed. Not early and not late. A door will open during the exact week you are ready to enter it. Help will come during the exact hour your strength becomes weak. This kind of timing carries my mark. Remember this when you notice the first sign, whether it appears small or large. Do not say that it is not enough. Say instead, it has started. The first drop of rain is not the whole storm, but it proves the clouds are holding water. What I have sent toward you is already moving, and nothing moving from my hand can be pushed away. Say, I trust you, Lord. Aloud if you believe your provision is already coming. Now move your attention toward your body, because I am moving my attention there too. I created this body. I know every joint, every nerve, and every hidden place where pain has made a home. You have explained your tiredness to no one, but you never needed to explain it to me. I saw the nights when your mind could not become quiet, and the mornings when your body felt heavy without a reason you could understand. Tonight, I begin repairing what has been weakening in silence. You have held things within you that were never meant to remain this long. Stress moved into your muscles and made them tight. Fear entered your thoughts and pressed against your chest. Exhaustion emptied your strength until even simple tasks seemed like mountains. I do not blame you for this. Life placed heavy burdens upon you. and you carried them because you believed there was no other choice. Now I am removing what was never yours to keep. I do not require hours before I begin. I require your openness. When you stop preparing for harm, my presence can move freely through you, touching every weak area and starting to make it strong again. So stop preparing for harm. You are not being tested here. You are receiving the care of a father, and nothing is required from you except allowing me to work. A quiet warmth is beginning to move inside you without hurry. Do not ignore it. I rarely announce my work through noise. When I healed people on the roads of Galilee, some were healed through a word, others through a touch. And one woman only reached for the edge of a garment, and power moved out to meet her faith. Reach toward me that way now in the quiet, and my power will meet you in the place where you hurt. Understand the way I heal so you do not doubt how quickly or slowly it happens. I do not repair only what is on the surface. I move toward the root. Some of what has troubled your body began in your mind through years of worry your body was forced to hold. Some began during seasons of sorrow you never completely released. I am dealing with the source, not only the signs. And this is why the healing will remain. My child, I am asking you to place a portion of what you have, something of real weight, upon the altar of this work as gold laid on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed sown into deep water, an offering set on stone, not held back in fear. This is proof that your trust rests in my hand to provide, and that your heart no longer clings to lack. What you release in faith does not leave your life. It moves ahead of you into the harvest I am preparing. Now remain with me because the work inside your body continues even while you think about what I have asked. One layer at a time. I am releasing the pressure your body has carried for years. Your shoulders have been holding weight that was never given to them. Your jaw has stayed tight around words you never allowed yourself to speak. Your breath has stayed shallow as though another blow could come at any moment. Tonight, breathe more deeply. Another blow is not coming. I am here. Your body remembers. It remembers every season when you kept going even though you needed rest. Every warning it gave that you chose not to hear. It learned to remain watchful. But what your body learned, my presence can help it release. I am speaking peace over your nervous system as I once spoke peace over a storm at sea. The wind and the water obeyed that voice. Your body will obey it also. Notice how your breath is already becoming different. It is becoming slower, deeper, and returning to the rhythm I created for it. You are not forcing this to happen. You are finally allowing it to happen. A calm body begins repairing. A resting body begins rebuilding. I placed that mercy inside your flesh from the beginning, and tonight, I am turning it on again. I am giving your energy back, because I know how deeply tired you have become. There were days when everyone around you believed you were strong, while inside you were surviving with almost nothing. I saw the strength you showed, and I saw what it cost you. That endless emptiness is not who you are, and it will not become your future. Strength is returning, not through one sudden wave, but steadily, like daylight growing before sunrise. I am also bringing quiet to your mind because healing does not happen only inside the body. Thoughts of fear have been moving around you like birds that would neither land nor fly away. I am removing them now. You do not have to continue replaying the things that hurt you, and you do not need to prepare for disasters that have not come. I am giving you a quiet place where your thoughts can finally rest. And I am lifting the fear you have carried about your health. In your most private moments, you have wondered whether something serious was wrong, whether your body was slowly failing. That fear made every symptom feel heavier. I am taking that fear away from you. You are safe with me, and you are being cared for in ways far beyond what human eyes can notice. There is nothing in you that cannot be repaired. Listen again. There is nothing in you that cannot be repaired. I have restored hands that could not move, opened eyes that could not see, and called a man out of his tomb after 4 days. Your tiredness does not frighten me. Your pain does not confuse me. Whatever I start, I always complete, and tonight I have started. So do not leave this moment too quickly. With every minute you remain open, the work moves further inside you. You are not wasting time when you remain still. Stillness is the room where I am working. Other people may not understand why this hour carries so much meaning. You do not need their understanding. You only need to remain and allow me to complete what your body has been asking for. Now I must remove something standing between you and everything I am sending. It is not an enemy standing outside you. It is the quiet belief inside you that everything good will eventually be lost. You have learned to prepare for the fall even during your happiest moments. When your body begins feeling better, part of you expects the pain to return. When provision comes, part of you expects it to disappear. My child, that fear must leave because you cannot receive a blessing while pulling away from it at the same time. I know how that expectation entered you. Good things did disappear. Relief did not always remain. You have true memories of hope ending in pain. And those memories built a wall around your heart carrying the message. Do not trust this. I am not asking you to act as though those years never existed. I am telling you those years do not decide what comes next. They were one chapter, and that chapter is finished. Understand the difference between the former cycle and what I am creating now. The former cycle was you struggling alone, closing every leak with your own 2 hands. This time I am the one building. When you built without me, everything rose and fell according to your strength. What I build does not depend upon how strong you feel, and that is why it will remain standing. When you have a weak day, you are allowed to have that weak day inside my strong plan. So if your body feels one ordinary pain next week, do not allow fear to tell you the healing has disappeared. Healing does not mean you never feel anything again. Healing is a direction, and your direction has changed. A tree beside a river may still lose one leaf in the wind. It remains beside the river. Measure your life by where it is planted now, not by every leaf that moves. And when another bill comes or an unexpected cost appears, do not allow panic to say that the provision was never real. The ocean does not stop being the ocean during the space between 2 waves. My supply toward you is not one event that can be used up and ended. It is a flowing current, and currents continue coming. One hard moment cannot stop what I have already placed in motion. There is another belief I am changing within you. Somewhere during your journey, you began believing struggle was the place where you would always live. That peace only came to visit while pressure remained in your home. That belief affected the way you breathed, the way you slept, the way you planned, and even the way you prayed. I am removing it from the root. Stability is no longer only passing through your life. Beginning tonight, it lives there. Pay attention to what is already becoming different inside your thoughts. The endless sound of worry is becoming quieter. Small spaces of peace are appearing in your mind without your effort. Do not hurry past them. They are evidence. Peace often comes before increase, just as the first morning light appears before the sun. What you feel now is the light arriving before the fullness. Your body and your circumstances have been speaking the same painful language for years. Your body worried about the money, and the worry about money weakened your body. Fear moved between them like a messenger carrying bad news in both directions. Tonight I am sending that messenger away. When peace rules your thoughts, your body relaxes. When your body rests, your thinking becomes clear. When your thinking becomes clear, your choices begin producing good results. See how one kind of healing supports the other. Your sleep is going to become different. The hours once filled with numbers and repeated conversations will become quiet. You will lie down and truly rest, not simply stop for a while between one worry and the next. I give to those I love even while they sleep. And much of what I am doing within you will happen during the dark hours, gently and without your control. You no longer need to watch over the night. I have taken that responsibility. There will still be times when the old thoughts return. They will sound familiar and may even sound sensible. This will not remain. Something bad will happen. Do not relax. When those thoughts come, you do not need to fight with them for hours. Answer them one time. The way I am teaching you now, that voice speaks from my past, but my Father speaks over my future. Then allow the matter to end. You are no longer the same ground where those thoughts once grew. I am also restoring the way you receive. For many years, receiving made you uncomfortable. Help felt like a debt. Rest felt like weakness. Kindness felt like something you had to repay before you could enjoy it. That discomfort grew during seasons when you could depend on no one, and now I am removing it. Open hands are not foolish hands. Open hands are the only hands able to receive. Release the guilt you have connected to your own needs. You have treated your body asking for rest as weakness and your soul asking for relief as selfishness. That is not humility. That is a weight I never gave you. The same care you freely gave to others, I now tell you to allow into your own life. You are also someone I deeply love. Understand how this release will feel so you can recognize it. It will feel lighter, and at first that lightness may feel strange or even wrong, like quiet after years of noise. Do not pick the weight back up simply because it feels familiar. Familiar does not always mean good. Give your soul time to understand this new atmosphere. What feels strange this month will feel like home in the next season. I am patient with this work, and I ask you to show patience toward yourself. A wall built over many years does not disappear in one day, but it is coming down. Every time you choose trust instead of fear, another stone falls. And when the final stone is gone, you will stand before the full life I prepared. And you will wonder why you ever protected yourself from what already belonged to you. You are not weak, my child. You are held in my hand, and my hand never shakes. The fear of losing what I give was never included in the gift. Leave it here tonight and move forward carrying only what I truly gave you. Provision, healing, and peace. Now I want to speak about what I am forming within you, because the blessing outside must rest upon a foundation inside. If I placed increase into a worried heart, the worry would ruin it. If I placed strength into a life without direction, that strength would be wasted. So I am renewing you from the inside. And this inward work is not a smaller miracle. It is the miracle that allows every other one to remain. Your mind is the first thing being renewed. The way you think about provision, your body, and your own value is beginning to change. Even now, you are no longer meant to see yourself as someone always trying to catch up, always falling behind, always one problem away from breaking. That identity was created by pressure, and the pressure is leaving. I am giving you the mind of someone being guided, not chased. Watch your thoughts during the coming days, and you will begin noticing the change. Where there was once confusion, there will be order. Where your thoughts once spun out of control, you will calmly consider, decide, and move. This clarity is not a method you taught yourself. It is a gift I am placing in you, because the season ahead needs clear sight, and I never send my children forward without preparing them. Along with clarity, wisdom is coming. And I want you to see wisdom as part of what belongs to you, not something extra beside it. Solomon asked me for an understanding heart instead of riches, and I gave him both because the first knew how to protect the second. I am doing this in you too. The ideas entering your mind, the warning you feel about certain decisions, and the pull you feel toward others are not simple moods. They are direction. So move when I gently lead you, even when the step seems small. Great doors often turn on small hinges. One conversation, one skill learned during an ordinary month, one habit started quietly in the morning. These are the hinges I often choose. Do not look down on small beginnings. I watched when the first stone of the temple was placed, and I celebrated it before one wall had been completed. I am also teaching you discipline. But understand what I mean by that word. Not punishment and not another heavy burden. Discipline is simply love moving in one clear direction. It is knowing what belongs on your path and what does not, then having the calm strength to choose wisely. In the past, you often decided through urgency because fear demanded an immediate answer. Fear is no longer advising you. You can breathe, ask me, and make a good choice. Your desire for certain things will begin changing naturally, and you should not be worried by it. Things that once kept you entertained will begin feeling empty, and things that once seemed boring will begin feeling valuable. Quietness will become attractive. Depth will become attractive. This is not you becoming lifeless. This is you becoming rooted. And rooted things remain for a long time. Protect your attention, because attention is the ground where everything grows. Whatever you place in your mind each day plants a seed. For years, without realizing it, you planted fear and comparison, and you collected restlessness. Now plant my words. Plant thankfulness. Plant faithful work, and watch a different harvest rise from the same ground. The ground was never wrong. The seed was. Do not compare this new life with the life of anyone else. When Peter looked toward John and asked, "What about him?" I answered, "What does that have to do with you? Follow me." I say the same thing to you with love. Your purpose fits you like one key made for one lock. Envy would cause you to exchange your key for one that opens nothing meant for you. I am placing humility within you beside this new strength. And these two things are not against each other. An oak remains strong because it bends, and because its roots reach deep, not because it speaks proudly against the wind. As your provision increases and your health returns, remain small in your own eyes and great in gratitude. This position protects the blessing. Pride wastes an inheritance. Humility increases it. You will also begin caring for those around you in a different way. As your own fear grows quieter, you will have space to truly listen to others again. The people you love will notice the change before you explain it. Some of what I am giving you is meant to move through you toward them, not through pressure, but through overflow. A full well does not struggle to water the garden around it. But be careful about who receives every detail of this season. Not everyone is able to celebrate something they have not yet received themselves. Some words are bread for you, but may become stones for someone else. Joseph shared his dreams too freely and paid for that sharing for many years. Allow your life to speak slowly. Those who are meant to understand will understand when the right time comes. I am changing your pace too. You have lived at the speed of emergency for so long that moving slowly feels like failure. It is not failure. I move through history at the speed of seeds and seasons, and nothing I have ever planned has arrived late. Walk beside me at this speed. Hurry stole your peace, and you will discover that almost nothing in your new life truly needs it. And during all this growth, keep returning to the simplest thing. Time alone with me. Not performance and not long prayers, only the door closed, your heart open, and a few honest minutes. That hidden place holds every strength you will ever need. The men and women who moved mountains in my name were not always the loudest. They were the ones who knew how to enter that room. This is the person you are becoming. Clear in thought, steady, wise, calm, generous, and quietly strong. Not perfect and never required to be, but changed. Truly changed from the inside toward the outside. The person who survived those seasons is not the person who will now live this life. I have spoken it, and I do not take back my words. Whisper, I receive it. If your heart is open to becoming everything I have described, let me now explain how this restoration will grow deeper, so you can recognize my hand moving through your body. The change will arrive like spring. Not through one loud day, but through 100 small acts of mercy. One morning you will wake and realize you no longer fear the day. One evening you will notice that the pain you always carried has become quiet. Place those mercies together, and you will see a different life. Your strength will come back in layers. First, your rest will become deeper, because rest is the foundation of every kind of recovery. Then your energy will become steady. It will no longer rise quickly and fall suddenly, but move evenly through your days. Then trust in your own body will return. and you will move without the fear that pain taught you. Each layer will hold the next. I build as a wise builder builds, starting with the foundation and moving upward. Do not be concerned because some of this work remains hidden for a season. The most important part of a tree is the part no one praises, the roots growing in darkness. Right now, roots are going deeper into your health, your provision, and your peace. When the visible growth arrives, and it will arrive, it will not fall during the first storm, because the hidden work was completed first and completed well. In your provision, this deeper work will appear as consistency. Not one sudden amount that creates a story, but a steady supply that creates a life. Bills that once appeared enormous will return to their true size. Choices that once felt impossible will become simple decisions. You will plan 1 month ahead, then 1 year ahead, and one day you will notice yourself planning what you will leave behind. That is the ladder where I am placing your feet. You are moving out of survival and into stewardship, and I need you to understand the difference. Survival asks, how can I make it through this week? Stewardship asks, what purpose does this thing in my hand carry? Everything I place with you, strength, provision, wisdom, and time, carries an assignment. The faithful servant in my story was not honored for hiding what he received. He was honored for using it. I am placing more in your hands because I trust you to use it. With increase comes responsibility, and I am strengthening your shoulders for it. But listen carefully. Responsibility is not worry. The weight I give is the good weight of purpose, like a full harvest held by the person who planted it. Worry is the false version, and you have carried enough false weight for your whole life. From now on, when something feels heavy, ask me who gave that weight. If it came from me, I will carry it beside you. If it did not, put it down. Your surroundings will begin placing themselves in a new order around what I am doing. Certain rooms, certain habits, and certain conversations will quietly lose their place in your life. And you will not need to force anything away. A gardener cuts a vine so the branch can produce more fruit, and I cut gently but completely. When something leaves during this season, do not run after it. Its absence has created room for what I am bringing. Some people will see the change in you before you ever explain it. Your face will show less pressure. Your answers will carry more calm. Some will be drawn toward it and ask what happened, and you will find simple and truthful words for them. Others may become uncomfortable with a piece they do not understand. Bless them and continue moving. You are not responsible for how every person responds to your healing. You are responsible for not walking away from it. There is protection over all this work, and I want you to rest beneath it. Whatever I restore, I also protect. Your health is under my care. Your provision is under my care. The plans I have prepared for you cannot be stolen by circumstances or delayed by another person's opinion. No word spoken against your season will succeed, because I asked no one when I declared it, and I will ask no one before allowing it to continue. This does not mean that every coming day will be easy. You still live in a world filled with resistance, and I will not hide that truth from you. But there is a difference between weather and climate. Difficult days are weather. My faithfulness is now your climate, and weather cannot change the climate. Rain may fall on some afternoons, while you still remain in a fruitful land. Remember that difference when one difficult afternoon begins speaking to you. Feelings will tell you about the weather. Faith will remember the climate. Allow both to speak, but allow only one to make the decision. The voice that controls your view will control your direction. And every morning, I am teaching you to give that place to faith. I am restoring years as well, not only moments. You have mourned lost time, the seasons that sickness, worry, and lack seem to consume. You have looked behind you and felt pain over what those years could have been. Hear my promise. I repay what those consuming seasons took. I will not turn time backward, but I will make the years ahead so fruitful that the empty years will lose control over your story. Your best chapters were never behind you. As strength returns to your body and provision fills your table, keep looking toward the giver, and not only toward what was given. This is not a warning spoken from doubt. It is the guidance of a father who has watched blessings trap those who forgot where they came from. You will not become one of them. Gratitude will keep the way open, and the blessing will keep flowing. Thank me during the small moments, and you will not become lost during the greater ones. Remember also that this restoration reaches beyond your personal comfort. I heal you so that you can live, and I prosper you so that you can build. Some things you build will protect people you have not even met. Your endurance already gives your words authority. When you tell someone tired, things can change. Your words will reach deeper than those of a stranger, because you will speak as one who stood among ashes and watched me grow a garden there. Receive this deeper work without fear and without rushing it. Roots first, then branches, then fruit, and then seed for others. This is my order, and it has never failed. You are inside that order now, protected, held, and growing. And nothing about your growth depends upon you being perfect. It depends upon my faithfulness. And my faithfulness has never become empty. Come closer now, because I am about to send you forward. And I want you to leave this moment carrying only what I have placed in your hands. Nothing extra and nothing missing. You came here tired, watching your provision through worry and carrying pain your body had learned to hide. You will leave as someone appointed for healing, appointed for provision, and appointed to enter the doors I have already opened. The next time you look at what you possess, whether it is more than expected or still less than you hoped, understand it correctly. It is not the final judgment over your life. It is one page in the middle of a story I am still writing. A judgment is final, and nothing about your provision is final except the promise I have spoken over it. So look at it without fear. Give thanks for what is present and remain firm about what is coming. When your body speaks during the coming days, listen in a new way. When it asks for rest, allow it to rest without guilt. When it becomes stronger, receive that strength without fear. And when you notice quiet in a place where pain once lived, stop and thank me in that moment. Gratitude spoken when healing is noticed places that healing into your memory, and memory is where faith returns to receive strength. Keep following the order I have taught you tonight. Peace first, then thought, and then action. The world will continue saying panic is responsible and hurry is wise, but you now understand better. The person who trusts does not need to run, and the person being guided does not need to guess. Walk rather than sprint, and you will pass many runners sitting beside the road. Return often to the quiet place where you meet with me, not because I require a ceremony, but because you were created to receive renewal there. As a lamp must return to oil, a few honest minutes beside me every day will hold you more steadily than 1,000 plans made through fear. When you have no words, remain with me anyway. Presence is the oldest language, and I have always spoken it with my children. Be careful with the words you speak over your own life, because your voice is the tool I gave you for agreement. Do not use it to repeat destruction. When speaking about your body, speak of it as something being restored because it is. When speaking about your provision, speak of it as something increasing because it is. Life and death remain in the power of the tongue. Choose life so often that it becomes the natural sound of your voice. Become generous as you rise, not because of pressure and never to earn what I have already freely given, but because generosity keeps your heart in the right form. A closed hand becomes tight around whatever it carries. An open hand is always ready for more, both to receive and to give. You will discover, as every faithful child of mine has discovered, that giving and growing are not enemies. They walk together. Show patience toward those who knew you during the difficult years, and still speak to you as though you remain there. People are often slow to change their view of someone I have already changed. Do not fight to prove your transformation. Live it. In time, the evidence will speak more loudly than any argument could, and some who doubted you will quietly ask how it happened. When a difficult day arrives, and some will, do not treat that day as the ending of this message. Bring that day back to this night. Remember what you heard. Remember what you felt releasing from your body. Remember the peace that rested where fear once lived. A word from me does not become invalid because one Tuesday became difficult. Hold firmly to it and allow the day to pass through you like weather moving over a strong house. And when the blessings come, and they will come, remain tender. Prosperity can make a heart hard faster than hardship when gratitude is not guarding it. Remain easily touched by kindness. Remain quick to notice simple good things. The tenderness you protected through your hardest seasons is precious to me. Carry it with you into the best seasons. Hear my clear word over your body now. Strength is coming back. Rest is being returned. What was tight is becoming loose. What was empty is being filled. And what lived in fear is settling into peace. Your body belongs to me. I formed it with purpose, and I am renewing it with that same purpose. You will notice the change, and you will know who brought it. Hear my word over your provision. The stream has opened, and it will not be blocked. Doors ahead of you have been unlocked. Help is being timed to your need, and wisdom has been planted inside you so you can keep and grow every good thing that comes. You will lend and not borrow. You will plant and also gather, and your household will move from asking to answering, from lack to giving, and from survival to building. And hear what I speak over you. You have not been forgotten, ignored, or left too late. You are mine. I called you by name before these words reached you, and I will continue calling your name long after this night becomes a memory. Nothing you feared will speak the final word. I speak the final word, and what I speak over you is life, healing, provision, and peace. Move now into your days with your head raised. Sleep tonight without keeping watch. Wake tomorrow without fear. Look at what you have without shaking. And look toward what is coming with hope. The change has started, the healing is moving, and my hand is upon both. I do not begin something and leave it unfinished. I begin and I complete, and I have begun inside you. My beloved, this hour was chosen for you before you knew to ask for it. Carry it carefully. Protect it in your heart. And whenever doubt begins speaking, return to what you already know. You heard your Father, and your Father never lies. Say, Amen. I am ready. If you receive everything I have spoken over your life tonight, we run on viewer support only. For exclusive member-only content, scan the QR or see the pinned comment. God bless you.